Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Welcome back to the Subscriber World Cup for the month of August. The intro you just saw was provided by Liquid Football Edits. Thank you so much. We have a bunch of smaller teams here today. I asked you guys for 2-star or 1.5-star or 1-star teams, and most of you did come through with the goods here. Very, very good nations to pick. I'm just going to go through the names quickly, but before we do that, I just want to say that this one is a singular Subscriber World Cup this time round. There's not a second chance one because we didn't get enough people with different entries. A lot of people actually picked the same entries, as you're going to hear in the names below. I did try and reach out to some of you guys to change your entry so that everybody can get in, but not everybody got back to me. So yeah, hopefully next time we can do a double one, but this time it's just a single one. So anyway, India is represented by Wasabi 1982 and Aritra Santra. Sri Lanka, Stickman Plays, Liechtenstein, Strawberry Lemonade and Africana Mapping. Puerto Rico represented by Papaya 8. Armenia is a double entry with Monster Jam, Roblox and Sean Lamont Tiger. Timor-Leste, Sir Fluffy. Rwanda, Andre. Cuba, Wasteland Wanderer. In Group C, we have North Korea, represented by Tanya Kernahan, Grubby Coach, and CH Cole. El Salvador, double entry, Jonathan Santa Cruz and Center Studios. Mongolia was represented by Grebin, and Kenya represented by Ebsi. In Group D, we have San Marino with a double entry, File Name and Liquid Football Edits. Macau represented by The Real G. Botswana represented by Cassian, Curacao represented by Copa Mundial 2026, the Philippines represented by Ryan Bromhead, Blake Taylor and Mario Marroquin, Luxembourg represented by Declan Gaming and William Junks, Bermuda represented by Mr. Krabs and Venus Gaming, Liberia represented by Lena. Bahrain was a double entry represented by Trad Earth and Hamlet. Moldova was a triple entry represented by Jason Irwin, Patrick Mealy and Desika. New Zealand was also a triple entry represented by Adulovic, Mami and F1 for Everyone. Guatemala was a double entry represented by LOL and Tejado BR. I hope I said that right. I apologize if I haven't. Malta was a quadruple entry represented by Jane Yankowski, Isaac Vea, Conrad and Jack Buzaglio. Vietnam was also a triple entry represented by Niall Quao Guy, Jacko Boy and Thomas Stoikovsky. I hope I said that right. Fiji was another triple entry represented by Reese Van Dyke, Minnesota and Aniket Chan 16. Hong Kong represented by Qatar Historical, and in Group H we have a double entry with Kyrgyzstan, Andrew Fairweather and Matson. Kazakhstan represented by Eulatots, Bahamas represented by Bryant Jimenez, and the Faroe Islands represented by Evan Svensson. So, as you guys know, we simulate every single group stage game and then get to the group stages. And then, we review everything and stuff like that before we go into the knockouts. So, you all know who you are. Let's go. Alright then guys, so the simulation is done and this is what we have. So in Group A, Liechtenstein come away with all 9 points. India and Puerto Rico had a battle there, but it was India who prevailed on goal difference. In Group B, we have Armenia topping that group with 9 points. Cuba going through as well with 4 points. Rwanda missing out, even though Rwanda did well in the last Subscriber World Cup, which was a normal Subscriber World Cup. Remember, they got to the final. They failed here. Quite interesting. In Group C, we have North Korea going through with 7 points and Kenya going through as well with 4. In Group D, we have Botswana and Curacao going through. San Marino just so close. So close. In Group E, we have Bermuda and the Philippines going through in Group E. In Group F, we have New Zealand and Bahrain going through in Group F. Group G, we have Malta and Hong Kong going through, but Fiji and Vietnam eliminated by goal difference. Very unlucky there. And in Group H, we have Kazakhstan and the Faroe Islands going through there. So that sets up a situation like this. We have Liechtenstein versus Cuba, North Korea versus Curacao, Armenia versus India, Botswana versus Kenya, Bermuda versus Bahrain, Malta versus the Faroe Islands, Philippines versus New Zealand, and Kazakhstan versus Hong Kong. Alright then, so you all know who you are right now, so we're going to simulate this part of it live like we usually do. So the first match of the round of 16 is Cuba versus Liechtenstein. Let's have a look and see how this one will play out. It was a 2-1 to Liechtenstein. Wow! What a result for Liechtenstein. Incredible. Like, I think Cuba are slightly higher rated than Liechtenstein because Liechtenstein are a half-star team. But brilliant result there. Next up we have Armenia versus India. Let's see what happens in this one. It is a 1-0 to Armenia. Cool. Fairly basic, I'd say. Bermuda now versus Bahrain. Let's simulate this one and find out. It is a... what is it? 3-1 to Bahrain. Wow, good result there for Bahrain, I guess. And now we have New Zealand versus the Philippines. What will happen in this match? Let's simulate it and find out. New Zealand eliminated. I just saw that. The Philippines have won 1-0. Wow, that is pretty damn good. Okay, well, we can simulate some more then. So, let's have a look and see. It simulated a couple of the others. So, Bahrain have beaten the Faroe Islands 3-0 and Liechtenstein lost against North Korea in the quarterfinals. The next quarterfinal we have is Philippines versus Kazakhstan. Can the Philippines or Kazakhstan reach a historic semi-final? Let's have a look and see. It was a 2-2, so I won't know until I simulate it. Okay, Armenia versus Botswana now. Can Botswana pull off a tiny bit of a shock in this one? Doesn't look like it has. Armenia now have got the Philippines in the semi-finals. And North Korea have got Bahrain. So let's simulate North Korea and Bahrain. And that was a 3-1. So North Korea have made the final. That is pretty good. Next up in the semi-final is Armenia versus the Philippines, who will go through to meet North Korea in the final. Let's have a look and see. In 3, 2, 1, boom. And it's the Philippines who have done it. Armenia have been knocked out. So that means we have an all-Asia final. 3-0 to the... wow, that's insane. That is absolutely insane. So, we'll just simulate the third place final. And then, I guess, we will watch North Korea versus the Philippines in real time. So we're going to simulate this third place playoff final before we continue. And then we'll check out the tournament tree and everything like that and watch the final in real time. So, Armenia have been eliminated in the third place playoff. That is our final. So before we advance, you guys all know who you are in this tournament tree if you made it this far. So just to do a couple of shout outs, Bahrain was our third place playoff winner. Those two people were Hamlet and Trad Earth. So congratulations to you two. You guys have finished third in the Subscriber World Cup. Armenia came fourth in the Subscriber World Cup for August. That was represented by Monster Jam Roblox and Sean Lamont Tigers. So congratulations or commiserations, depending on how you feel on that one. So before we get into this final and watch it in real time, North Korea is represented by Tanya Kernahan and Grubby Coach and CH Cole. And the Philippines is represented by Ryan Bromhead, Blake Taylor and Mario Marroquin. I'm really excited and it's live here. I hope you enjoy it. We are here for the Subscriber World Cup final of August 2023 between two very unlikely candidates. It's North Korea versus the Philippines, an all-Asia World Cup subscriber final, or Subscriber World Cup final, should I say. These players that are attached to these teams that picked them at the start of the month have got lucky enough to get this far in this tournament. Both of these nations, I feel, might actually end up dragging this game to penalties because they're both rated the same as each other. I personally would think that the Philippines are slightly stronger than North Korea because, I don't know, they just have better players in different areas, whereas North Korea don't have that same core as they did back in 2010. If it was a 2010 North Korea would have won this one, no doubt. So it's almost been half time and absolutely nothing has happened. The problem is with two-star teams and lower quality teams is that they don't press hard enough when they're going for on goal. Here comes North Korea though. They're looking a little bit livelier here. Go on. Okay, well that was the first chance of the whole game. But, I mean, one chance in 45 minutes is not brilliant. Quality of football here after an hour played has been absolutely horrific. I was really thinking to myself, this is going to be such a fun final. But quite the opposite. It's just been a lot of nothing so far. Pushing forward, 90th minute is retrieved by North Korea. It is literally being a bunch of nothing this game. A bunch of nothing. One of the worst finals I've ever seen on a football game ever. So after a very long and boring extra time period, we are going to penalties. As I predicted from this one, literally it was 30 minutes of nothing. These two teams have produced absolutely nothing. Let's just hope that the penalty shootout is an exciting penalty shootout. Let's get into it. So it's Young Tae-se with the first penalty kick. He steps up and it was saved, but it was pushed in. Unlucky Philippines. North Korea take the initiative. Young husband. He takes it and it's in. Good penalty. That is 1-1. Okay, North Korea again. Yong Il-gwan steps up. Poor penalty there. Straight into the goalkeeper's hands. Now the Philippines can score again with the other young husband. They might do it. Oh, that was decent save, but it bounced into the back of the net. Philippines have taken the advantage. Yang Song-hyuk. Down the middle, very nice and safe. And that is 2-2, but they've missed the penalty. Kalidong. Saved by the North Korean keeper. Okay, well, it's all even now again. Both have missed one penalty. And that's a goal for North Korea. That is North Korea now on top. It's Molders now. Saved! What a huge save that was by the North Korean keeper. And now it's this. It's basically save this or you're out of the final. North Korea could win the final. That would be insane. Alright. Saved, but it's gone in. Unlucky. And North Korea have won the World Cup final. Unlucky to the people that picked the Philippines. But North Korea have done it here in the shootout. I don't know why, by the way, that every time we do this and we do a neutral watching match like this, it always shows the losing team. It never shows the team lifting up the World Cup. It kind of sucks. But anyway, I just want to say congratulations to the North Korean players here, Tanya Kernahan, Grubby Couch and CH Cole for winning the Subscriber World Cup for August, and commiserations and congratulations too to the Philippine people who were Ryan Bromhead, Blake Taylor and Mario Marroquin. This has been Toboloco. I really hope that you guys enjoyed the Subscriber World Cup for the month of August. Pick anyone you want in September. I don't really mind. Who you can play as whoever, and I'll see you again for the next video.